With political parties having their manifestos talking about several different developments that Guyana will go through in the next 5 years, it seems the issue of youths are not elaborated enough. At a special press conference held yesterday at Freedom House, Frontline Youth had an opportunity to question Minister of Youth, Culture and Sport Frank Anthony about the PPP's position on youth development in Guyana. The issue of health and young people not being in the APNU Manifesto, but don't you think that issues of crime, poverty and unemployment are bigger issues that are affecting youth? And are these in your manifesto? And if they're not, then why not?
No, well, that's what we're saying. I mean, a big deal has been made of these issues. And here it is that within our manifesto, we have clearly focused on how we're going to transition young people from school to work. We have elaborated a set of measures, a set of programs, what we are going to do. It's very clear. When you contrast what we're proposing with what is in their leaked manifesto, we don't see what they're going to do for the young people of this country. There aren't much avenues to create jobs. So on one hand, you're saying there's unemployment, but you're not saying how you're going to employ these young people. On one hand, you're saying that they perhaps need more training. You're not elaborating on the kinds of training programs in the sectors for which you're going to train them. So ours are very clear. It's there, it's written, it's there, but theirs do not have that. So the rhetoric on the campaign does not match what is in this document. When you think about youth health, it's very important. So things like HIV, we know that one of the at-risk group is still young people. However, again, they don't address these issues. They've been making a big deal about suicide in Guyana. Again, nothing is said about that. How are you going to... So it's one thing, and it's perhaps easy for somebody to run out there and to flag a problem and say this is an issue. It's much more complex and much more difficult to sit down and plan a program of how you're going to address this and then put a budget to it how you're addressing it.
Even though the minister failed to elaborate a little bit more on the issues of youth, crime and unemployment, he said that HIV and AIDS and youths are one of the main focuses of the PPP in the next 5 years. Okay, sir. Right. This is an unofficial document that was produced. So why compare and contrast it now compared to yours?
No, ours, the PPP Civic Manifesto is very clear, and we have addressed a lot of those things that you have asked about. It's there in the manifesto, you can read it. But the only thing, as my colleague Dr. Singh was saying, the only thing that we have to go by is this leaked document, which was leaked on a very credible source, the Demerara Waves. And while it has, we understand it's leaked, well, we haven't seen anything else. We haven't seen anything else.
Over 500,000 persons will be heading to the polls on May 11th. 50% of that number is said to be youths. Reporting for Frontline News, Javon Stephen Vickery.